Roger, Garmin my Agam for like that's event Sean and you. Folks, I would just like to thank you all for coming here today and just here to remember the men of 81. Growing up in a staunchly Republican community, the stories of the hate blocks, prison protests and hunger strikes were often told. Young Republicans, such as myself, that didn't grow up during the conflict, often really struggled to comprehend the conditions that could give rise to such an undaunted determination and will that was shown by these men. As a result of this, I think a lot of young people today tend to mythologise the hunger strikers. I think we do this with a lot of Irish martyrs in general, but for me it does a disservice to the significance of their sacrifice. These men weren't Cuchulainn or Finn McCool, they weren't born legends, ordinary men, some of them the same age I am now, same age as a lot of the young men standing in this crowd today. Ordinary young men that found themselves in an extraordinary situation, but they still stood the task. For that, their stories trump all the stories of the Irish mythological heroes for that reason. The inspiration drew by young Republicans from their sacrifice can never be stated enough. Their sacrifice has helped propel us to where we're at today. It's incredibly fitting to see a lot of young people here today, 40 years on, still endeavouring to build that republic of which they envisaged. These men suffered conditions that many of us really couldn't comprehend, but it was under these conditions that their commitment to their cause and their comrades shone through. Suffering daily beatings from hostile screws while living under the worst conditions imaginable, they stood firm in defence of their principles. All this while a cold and callous government in Whitehall, supported by their lackeys and Leinster House, worked overtime to criminalise them. Having exhausted all other options, the only means they had left at their disposal to alleviate the suffering of other comrades was to lay down their own lives. In doing this, they sent a clear and concise message to the British government that the ideological doctrines of their respective movements would not be labelled criminal, nor either would those that set out to oppose both failed statements on this island. On that, it's still important to note that the republic that they fought for has yet to be realised. The prison system, attempts at criminalisation still persist to this day. For us as Republicans, we can't just pay tribute to them. The debt owed by us to those that paid the ultimate price in the cause for national liberation can only be repaid when the 32 County Workers' Republic has been realised. But folks, I'd just like to finish up on a wee quote from Che Guevara. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. And really, what greater love can any man have than to lay down his life for his